Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic today. Throughout the course of history, there's been war that's ravished our beautiful green world. And that ravishing hasn't stopped. Today, we will be talking about the US joining the war between Israel and Iran and all how it's really conflicted the US as well as Israel and Iran on whether how the US should be involved and whether US should be involved at all. So today, I am here to talk in this informative speech about what's going on and the different views. We will do this by talking about the two major parties, Democrats and Republicans, views on what should happen, as well as Israel and Iran's views on what should happen. So let's get started. First of all, we have the Republican Party. They're viewed as more right in the US, and in regards to Israel, they generally want to support Israel any way we can. They are in general belief that we should be sending military to Israel to fight back. And when looking at this as well, they also believe that we should be tariffing Iran as well. And they do support the negotiations, but if we can't have negotiations, they would also, again, like to send boots on the ground and get rid of their nuclear weapons, because the main reason for this fighting is to get rid of Iran's nuclear weapons, because they are a huge threat to the world's safety and Israel's safety and the US's safety, because Iran has many terrorist organizations that are willing to use them. But this isn't the only main party, however. To fully understand this conflict, we need to examine the Democratic Party's views as well. So let's talk about it. So the Democratic Party is the other main party in the US's system. And so their general view is they do support Israel. Do not get this speech wrong on the idea that they don't support Israel. But they do have a different view of how we should do it compared to Republicans. They do not want to be in the war. They do not want troops on the ground. They do not want the loss of what they deem as unnecessary lives on both sides. What they would rather do is support and use diplomatics to end the war. And they believe that we should do sanctions. But to circle back, actually, because I forgot to add this, the Republicans opposed this nuclear deal in 2015 that happened between Iran were to create nuclear bombs. And to go back to this, where I am in the Democratic Party, the Democrats actually support this initiative to create nuclear bombs that Iran has done. This is because they believe by making a deal with other countries to create nuclear bombs, that it's slowing their efficiency down in creating them and just generally limiting the use of them, and which is why they could possibly not be used. So now that I've discussed these two parties, we need to shift our focus to how Israel and Iran feel. So Israel really would like U.S. help. They they view Iran as just very dangerous, and they really think that by the U.S. coming in and supporting that, they'll actually be able to win and stop the use of Iran's nuclear bombs. And actually, that's what the U.S. has been trying to do. They've actually sent bombers down and bombed Iran's nuclear sites, which is very important because it means technically we could be already in war, and we're already actually talking about peace talks. But to go back to discussion, they view Iran as very dangerous. They view Iran as they want to be the main power, and that if they are not put in check and their weapons aren't destroyed, that it could be detrimental to us all. But Iran, however, views U.S. as a hostile foreign power. They believe they are trying to use their strength to suppress them. And actually, what's really interesting as well is they have straight out said that the U.S. is doing this because they are anti-imperialism, and anti-Muslim, which brings religion and a whole other things into this conversation, which is really important to just generally understand fight, because once religion gets involved, it changes the whole playing field. But to restate, or to sum up, the world powers as well as American people are divided on how the US should be involved. Yes, while some believe we should be involved with boots on the ground, others believe we should take different stances or not be involved at all. We learned this by looking at Republicans, Democrats, as well as Israel's and Iran's views on the matter. But to go deeper, this choice to join is crucial and can determine where we will all be in future years. We need to make sure that the actions we decide to take are well thought through, because we need to understand the consequences of our actions to truly make them. And I'm encouraging you all to conduct further research, to generally be informed, and to make your opinion from beyond what you've heard from this speech. And then apply what you've learned, whether it's by protesting for joining the war or not. But it's important to stay curious and stay informed and speak your mind. So have a great rest of your day, and thank you for listening.